What are you?
Wasn't that the one that had Daisy Ridley in it
What
too?
are you?
Yeah, it's got
though?
Daisy Ridley in it.
Yeah.
What
But
are
also,
you?
what's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. And should I say happy podcast day?
Tomato.
Sounds off for podcast, I believe. No, just the desktop audio for now. When we switch over to the podcast channel, there won't be any there, I think. So, speaking of, I have friends tonight. Oh, damn it! It did it again.
No.
It broke again.
We broke it.
I can't have anything. I can't do anything right.
There you go. It has to be perfect.
It does have to be perfect, like the trailer. How are we doing, friends? Welcome on in for the Marvel before MCU / Marvel outside MCU, because some of these movies came out while the MCU was going. So, first in the series of Marvel podcasts, it's going to be this one, then it's going to be the Marvel Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and Phase 4, and then the TV shows. So, fun times. But friends, introduce yourselves.
I'm Bella. I'm channel mod along with Strix, Battle Wolf, Biohazard, and
Pain in the ass, sister.
which one? We're both a pain in the ass sister.
I know, but yeah, yes.
I'm Shadow Obsidian. You've probably seen me before in Nate's streams. We play Dying Light together.
Which I need to talk to you about that later.
Raged quit. Well, I raged quit. Nate continued playing.
Nate
one more
raged
session.
on stream. This is fine.
But yeah, I am also a fellow streamer myself. But how's everyone doing tonight? Hello. I am dressed as Wolverine because I can be.
Because he's the best there is at what he does, and what he does is kind of nice.
Just a little bit. I am Big Ape 93, also a fellow member of Nate's community here. For those of you in the Discord, I am the Horde of Chaos also. I might switch that up soon. Gonna be starting my streaming journey Saturday too, so come on by for that and let's see how that goes.
Go give him some follows. One of my closest friends, even though he lives in KY. Met this dude at an anime convention here, and I forget how we started talking, but we were talking about Dragon Ball, and I unintentionally commandeered his Dragon Ball panel at that con.
Hey, it's all good.
We had fun, and then the next year we co-ran like 3 panels. Shrix, I got you. I will do that from now on. 100%. So, we're here to talk about Marvel. Bella, I know you had a week. I know you had some fun. So, we're just going to dive on into this. Like every podcast before, it's always like a series of basic questions that kind of coincide with each.
We don't talk about the rant.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to rant later on, I promise. So, I have a list of questions that kind of coincide with each podcast. It's basics. Obviously, tweaking them up some. So we're just going to dive into the first one. What is your first memory of a Marvel movie? Dakota,
For
go
me,
first. Oh, Bella, go first.
for
Who
me,
go first?
my earliest one was
Bella, no.
probably watching the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I specifically remember seeing the third one in theater
I'm sorry.
and cringing so bad during the symbiote scenes. Just, oof. And that was right during my emo phase, so you know that was bad.
Oh, flashbacks.
Right.
Like
PTSD.
birth.
PTSD.
Birth,
You just see like
bullying.
bombs going up behind you, like,
I've seen combat, and that's the triggering word.
I have
is
seen
high school
horror.
emo
Second-hand
phase.
embarrassment. Oh.
I'm trying to think because I can't remember if I saw Ghost Rider, Daredevil, or the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie first. I honestly can't remember which one of those I saw first. But those were the 3 that I
kind of
remember seeing
impressed
as
that
my
Ghost
first
Rider's
ones.
up there on that list.
Yeah, I actually own both the DVDs, and I might be hated for saying this, but I am a Nicolas Cage fan in his earlier movies.
His
I
early
love
movies
National
were
Treasure.
fantastic. Gone in
Yeah,
60 Seconds, Con Air,
Age is
National Treasure.
very.
Yeah,
He-
but
he's
then,
a very
he started
interesting
playing. Then he started playing the same role in everything, and then it just
And
started
now he's literally playing Nicolas
going
Cage.
downhill. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, honestly.
And now he's literally playing Nicolas Cage.
Yep. But yeah, no. But Ghost Rider is actually I feel like Ghost Rider might have been the first one I've seen when I think about it, because I think I remember scrolling on the TV one time, and then that was when you had those cable movies, and Ghost Rider was always on the cable channel with the cable movies. Always.
TNT.
Yeah. I remember like just browsing and be like, oh look, Ghost Rider. Okay, I'll watch this. Oh look, Nicolas Cage is on fire. Okay. All right.
I can dig this. Wait, he has a skull
Literally.
fight. What? Okay.
Yeah,
Bet.
yeah.
Your turn, Betty.
Yep. All right. So for me, it was really hard for me to remember this too. It was either Blade, the first one, or the first X-Men movie. I think it was Blade, personally, with that being the oldest of them out of that. It was just a good experience, seeing a very dark movie for that time. Marvel doesn't do a lot of rated R things, so I hope they dive back into that some.
I mean, they are with Deadpool,
but that's
and the next Deadpool collaboration movie, like with the rest of the Avengers, from what I read, is supposed to be another R-rated movie too.
It needs to be.
Wasn't Logan R-rated as well?
That was Fox.
Was the first one? Was the first one?
And then there's Deadpool, which obviously, but that was Fox. But now that everything's under the Marvel Studios
Logan
banner.
Was rated R. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get that vibe?
I told you X-Men is the one thing I barely know about.
That's
and
fair.
I have to change my answer to first Marvel movie.
Okay.
It was the first X-Men movie. I remember my dad buying it when I was like, about the time it came out. I remember him buying it on DVD and watching it at the house. And that was definitely before I watched Ghost Rider or anything like that.
That is fair. So, mine was a toss-up, like Dakota, it's a toss-up between Blade and X-Men. But I remember I didn't see X-Men in theaters. But for some reason, I read the book. The novelization for it.
I was about to say, there's a book.
Yeah, like most of those movies came out with like novelizations. I read the one for X-Men 1 and X-Men 3. But there's a scene, like, when Wolverine is fighting Sabretooth on Statue of Liberty. Before the fight starts, he thinks, like, it's a thought, "Here, kitty, kitty." And so I thought he actually said that in the movie.
Oh,
So when I'm first watching the
disappointed
VHS that
now.
my parents got me for whatever, they got me the VHS. I'm sitting there with my brother watching it, and it's leading up to the fight, and I'm thinking, I'm telling my brother, this is gonna be so funny. This is gonna be so funny. And Sabretooth throws him on top of the Statue of Liberty, and they kind of get in their corners. He doesn't say it, and I'm so upset.
I'm kind of disappointed now, because that would have been...
That
That
might have
would've
made the
been
movie
fun.
better.
Right?
Like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Like, what?
Here, kitty.
Because as like we know, those first Marvel movies,
Oh,
I mean,
those
I'm
got
surprised
bugs.
no one brought up Fantastic Four.
Well, we're talking about first
I haven't seen
memory,
that one
right?
in
We're talking about
years.
first memory. Like, Fantastic Four came out like well
but-
into that.
Was it? Was it?
It was
really? I guess
2004,
Fantastic Four
wasn't
came out in
it?
2005.
Or,
Oh, wow.
2004.
Oh, okay.
Came out in 2005, and then the second one came out in 2007.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Because I saw Silver Surfer 3
I thought
times
it was
in
a
theaters.
lot. I thought it was a lot earlier than that.
Nope.
Oh.
It went Blade in 99 or 98 or something like that. X-Men in 2000, Spider-Man in 2002, and then a whole jumble of random crap around that time. And then
That's
X2, Spider-Man 2, and then Fantastic Four in 2005, and then it just kept going. So
Nate, how could you forget 2003 Hulk?
notice I said a bunch of crap.
We don't talk about 2003.
Actually, that's funny you
name is
mention that
Bruno, we don't talk
because
about
I didn't even know about that Hulk movie until like a couple years ago that it even ever existed. I still never seen it, but I didn't even know that
Good.
there was a
Good.
Hulk movie before that
Good.
and all that stuff. Never seen it. Didn't
The
even know it
Lou
existed
Ferrigno.
until Nate. And I think Nate, you brought it up in one of our chats before stream or something, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. The Lou
I
Ferrigno Hulk
remember-
is better.
I remember it coming out, and then I remember when the other one came out. Like, didn't they just do this? Like, I remember
Hulk
thinking
came out in
that.
2003. The Incredible Hulk came out in 2008.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because they were, like, real close together.
And
Yeah, I haven't
oh
seen
boy, the
either
difference
of
is night and
those.
day in the best way possible.
I haven't either.
Don't.
I know that one of them is preferred, and I think it's the '08 one.
It is
by,
the 08 one.
Yeah,
Just by
what
Nate's
say.
comment, I would think so.
Which that
No,
leads
the
into
08
this.
one.
What?
The '08 one, yeah, which officially kicked off the MCU, actually, so.
Iron Man wishes.
No, Iron Man started it off. Iron Man came out in May. That one came
No,
out in
after
June.
this latest movie, the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire actually kicked it off, guys. So you're all wrong.
Spoilers.
Technically, Blade. Marvel.
Yeah, okay.
Multiverse of Madness?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But,
because he was in Eternals now, so it's officially Blade.
Well, even though Blade is now being played by Mahershala Ali, who was King something and Luke Cage, so they're retconning that. But anyway, that's a conversation for a whole other.
I was about to say we could have a whole podcast on repeat Marvel characters or actors.
We could.
Oh, yeah.
We could.
Write that down.
You got that. You got Venom. You got Spider-Man. You got Blade. You got.
Well, Venom's in
there's
this
so many.
category. Venom's in this category.
And Captain America.
No, well, but I'm just talking about because, like, if you go into the talking of multiple actors playing the same hero, that's when it really gets complicated. Because with Spider-Man, he fought a Venom, and then you have the new Venoms, and all that stuff. So it gets.
Do we really count Topher Grace though? I didn't think so. Moving on.
Hey, I didn't mind him as Venom. I also have garbage opinions on things, but still.
DC is okay.
I'll just stay quiet then.
You're talking to the guy. Never mind. I'm not going there. What is your favorite Marvel movie?
Deadpool.
And also, keep in mind, we're talking non-MCU here.
Still Deadpool.
I was just clarifying. This does not include Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Shang-Chi.
No, but is Venom included in the MCU?
Technically, yes. But
also technically no.
He wasn't at the time that, before
his
No Way
first
Home.
movie came out.
Yeah.
Like his first movie.
Yeah. We're including him in here for the shits and giggles of it.
And the cartoon Into the Spider-Verse too, right? That wouldn't be part of the MCU, right?
No.
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay, in all honesty, I'm not entirely sure what is and what isn't until I see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay. At this present time, we'll go by the list that we have.
Yeah.
I would have at this present time, I would definitely have to say it's Into the Spider-Verse. That like hour and a half cartoon movie was amazing.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I love the different art styles.
Yeah, and also just putting out there, it was another Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
I just happen to be having a theme of my favorite movies outside the MCU involve Nicolas Cage.
I mean, he did some good work in the non-MCU Marvel movies.
Yeah.
He was good in Ghost Rider 1.
Yeah, we don't talk about 2.
We don't talk about Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, that was the name of it. Spirit of Vengeance. I couldn't even remember.
Yeah,
Man, I'll be pissing fire.
You may keep seeing me looking at the side. I was looking at all my movie bookshelf that I have right over there to see if I could find the title of the second one, but you guys found it first.
I have it here.
I have it on my shelf. I just have to find it.
Mm-hmm. Mine's X2.
Accurate.
Mine's X2, X-Men United.
That's a good one.
Like, to me,
I don't remember that movie.
I loved X-Men 1, but X-Men 2 was one of those, the sequel is so much better than the first one. Bear, what's going on, buddy? I see you. Yeah, we're talking Marvel.
Yeah.
Part 1 of like 6.
Yeah.
Honestly, though.
What about the sequel
I
to
am
that
thorough
one,
with
Nate?
my planning of my podcasts. But yeah, it just took everything I loved about the first one and just magnified it. Like, the way it... The villain helped the good guys. I really
Writing
enjoyed
was
that.
better.
Yeah. We're just talking about, like, all things Marvel outside the MCU for now. It's kind of sporadic as far as like what exactly we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about our favorite movies, which, by the way, you already answered. Never mind. You said Deadpool.
Yeah, I already answered.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad host.
We need the apes answer.
Yeah.
Big Ape here.
Talk to me, King Kong. What you
No,
got?
ooh, this is a tough one. I always have to think on this. Deep down in my heart, I know this is a cliche answer, but it is always going to be Spider-Man 2. It is like the perfect movie.
I mean, that
Which-
Which one? The Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Tobey
No,
Maguire's Spider-Man
Straight
2?
up, yeah, Toby Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay. I think I have to rewatch that trilogy because I remember the first movie and I remember the hundreds of villains in the third movie, but I remember nothing about that second movie.
It
The
had
second
Alfred
one is
Molina as
really
Doc Ock
good.
and the
Like-
just.
Oh, it was the Doc Ock one. Yeah, nope, don't remember that one at all.
Oh, you need to go back and rewatch it. It
it's
was
really
excellent.
good.
It is excellent.
I'm staring at it on my shelf. I can rewatch it anytime. I just need to do
Yeah.
that.
No, it's definitely worth it. It's a classic.
So here's a fun one. Least
I was
favorite.
watching that when the power went off.
Least favorite.
The closest I have to an answer of least favorite is the last 20 minutes of X-Men Origins Wolverine, but I don't honestly have a least favorite as far as pre-MCU Marvel movies. Like they all have their pros and cons. They all have their merits. I can find something good about all of them, but like I said, that last 20 minutes.
I'm gonna say one that I told you specifically not to watch, and then I'm gonna talk about like something like this overarching thing. Elektra.
I liked
Forgot
Elektra.
about Elektra.
Like that was just what I saw it one time when it came out, and I was like, no.
What year did that come out?
2005.
Three-ish? Oh, five? Okay.
Because
I
I only
was
watched it
after
like
Daredevil.
once.
There's a reason a lot of people only watched it once.
I liked it. I haven't seen it since like
I am good at
it first came out, but I
guesstimating
know I liked it.
when movies came out because I hit it on the head. 2005.
No one
No,
questions the love.
Now
Their project said X-Men: The Last Stand. I agree with that somewhat.
See, mine's between what Battlewolf's saying right now, which is Fantastic Four, the first ones. Actually, all three of them. Or, honestly, when they tried to do X-Men again with the younger guys.
That's what I'm
Days of
that's
Future
what I'm about
Past,
to get to.
and those ones, I did not enjoy any of those new X-Men. I don't even think I watched any of them all the way through. Like, I
will
watched like the
say
first
that
hour and then got bored.
First Class was good. Like as a movie overall. Days of Future Past was also pretty good. Apocalypse struggled. And then Dark Phoenix was just what, which leads to my issue, like the overarching thing. I hate the continuity in the X-Men franchise.
What continuity?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Doesn't
What-
exist.
No
where
Okay.
is the
continuity.
point in the
Here's the thing.
X-Men?
Here's the thing. Well, like I told you, when you were watching X-Men: The Last Stand, at the very beginning of the movie, when they went to go pick up Jean Grey, that was at the time that they should have looked like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Oh, I'm aware. I remember specifically asking you what they did to poor Patrick Stewart's
But-
face.
The part that really eats at me is Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. In Apocalypse, it's basically said that Jean has the Dark Phoenix power inside her, and she can't control it. Whereas in Dark Phoenix, she gets that power in space. Which Dark Phoenix takes place, obviously, after Apocalypse.
Isn't that closer to comic book accurate?
It is closer to comic book accuracy, but they messed it up because they established it in the previous film.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
almost
but-
like they don't watch their own
Movie it
movies or
was.
something.
So, I mean, there was also some other movies that were close to comic book accuracy and still were horrible.
But
Yeah.
on top of that, just some of the casting choices and character choices in terms of roles they played. Like Mystique. And the kind of prequel movies with First Class and all them, with Jennifer Lawrence. Mystique was never that close to Charles. She was never like best friends, like brother and sister with him. She was never one of the original X-Men.
I know.
So
They
why are
took
you-
that to Liberty in First Class, and they're all together.
Right? And it's like, what? Okay, so who's half these people? Only X-Men movies
Yeah.
I love is X2 and Logan. Logan might be one of the most incredible Marvel. Logan is hard to watch. Like
I
it's hard.
still
It
haven't
is.
seen Logan.
It is hard to
Like
watch
that
more
was
than
on my
once.
list of
I have
things
yet
to
to
watch that
rewatch
I
it.
just never got to.
Has no
I've-
mention of the
Yeah,
yeah.
I've never seen Logan either, and I've had
Oh,
no
no.
desire to actually watch it. Either.
It's hard to watch. It is difficult to watch.
Man. I
I've heard
cried in
nothing
the
but
theater.
good things.
Cause who's even in like Logan? Like, cause I know really nothing about that one. Like, who does he fight? Does he fight anyone,
Himself.
or is it just him raising that girl or something?
Himself.
Right? Or is that a different one?
Himself, yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess we're past spoilers.
that's what I was
for
about
it.
to say.
It's been
We're
a
past
couple
spoilers.
years.
Yeah,
Someone
like-
cloned Logan,
Oh,
and Logan is the bad guy.
Huh.
Yeah, no. That was the hardest thing about that movie, besides how it ended, that was seeing that version of Xavier like go out
Yeah,
that way. Like it
yeah.
was rough.
Especially with how he, spoiler alert, died in the movie. Like, I'm not gonna go that far and say how, but oh man, that was rough.
No, I cried in the theater on that
Yeah.
movie, and then on the physical release, if you watch the black and white cut, oh, it hurts even more.
I bought the Blu-ray and I can't.
Hello
watch it.
there.
I can't watch it.
Like, I can't bring myself to rewatch it. Like, it's one of those, like, I saw it, I own it, but I cannot bring myself to rewatch it. And, like, it's a fantastic movie. It is wonderful, but it's hard.
Yeah, no, it is definitely.
But, what
Did
is
we
one,
finish up with the hated movie or the worst movies yet?
the least? Like, what is your
Or the
least?
Yeah,
least
they're
favorite.
just about.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was just saying because mine's a little bit of an obscure one, and I
Yes,
have
Sam?
my reason for it.
I want to hear it.
It is actually Punisher Warzone, because I absolutely hated that recasting.
Yeah. Thomas Jane was fantastic, and then they had to bring in Ray Stevenson.
And they went like over the top with that movie too. It was
Can we, can we just keep John Bernthal, though?
oh, absolutely. Let's do it. Keep him.
So here is one, and I can't wait to talk about this. What is one movie that is just overall so bad, but you really enjoy it for whatever reason? Mine is Blade Trinity.
Okay.
Mine is Blade Trinity because of how stupid it is with the depiction of Dracula. Him in that like goth store was the funniest scene I've ever seen. And it introduced Ryan Reynolds in a character that is similar to like Wade Wilson, which
Oh, yeah,
which I think opened the door for him to play Wade Wilson in the Origins movie.
Let's be
yeah,
real.
okay, yeah. It was Origins.
Ryan
that's
Wilson has been playing a Wade Wilson. Ryan Reynolds has been playing a Wade Wilson-esque character since Van Wilder.
Right. Yeah,
Ryan
it's
Reynolds
true.
is Wade Wilson.
True.
Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
like
Like I'm pretty sure half the time he's in that movie, it's not acting. That's just him. That's just
he's
his
just being him.
personality.
yeah,
But-
That's just the way
how
he is in those situations.
But and then
Well, don't in like most of his movies. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. I read this somewhere. Like they just let him ad lib like 90% of the time
Yeah.
on the scripts.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
because
they have-
half
you
like,
know
when it's
you
a
know
comedy,
he
yeah,
didn't have a script for Deadpool. Deadpool didn't have a script.
it was the same thing with Free Guy. A lot of it was they literally told him, "This is the scene you're in. Go."
I can't wait
And
to see
he
that
just
in 2 weeks.
he just did it. He just did it all. I mean, I got the DVD right here if you want to borrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. By the time I get it, it'll be on
There,
Disney
bye.
Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
Shrek, thank you for the
I'm
resub,
gonna-
buddy. I'm gonna have to eat a bean.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna do that now while we're talking.
Yeah, go for it. No. You forgot about the best part of that other movie, Nate. It had
Triple
Triple
H?
H in it.
I was about to bring that up. Triple H is in it. Like, you made a goddamn vampire Pomeranian?
Yes, I remember that line from
Precious
that movie.
MC.
I almost
Well, that depends on who you ask, because clearly the dog has a bigger dick than you. When the fuck did you see my dick? Fuckface. Kicks me in the face. Ow! I was talking to her!
I forgot about that part of the movie. The Pomeranian.
Like, just... I was talking to her. Chell, thank you for the resub. No, it's just a sub. Thank you for the sub. I have 2 beans to eat now. So we're going to eat that one, and we're going to eat that one.
Eat all the beans.
Oh,
well,
beans.
the more people sub, the more beans I eat.
I think for me,
What's this
the
one?
movie
Ow.
that
It's a
was
tier
just
2?
so-
Shrix! Bro, my dude, I love you. Bro. And it's a get to sub, which means I have to play top part, bottom part, but we'll get to that later. Hype train? No.
Yes.
No, it already started.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
Has it? Oh, God.
Yeah, that's why
Level
I
2?
did it.
He beat me
That's
to
why
it.
I did it.
Hold on a second. How is the stream running with the hype train going?
Because it's just people chatting and, like, no game graphics.
Stream is fine. Let's go. Okay, what's this one? Ow.
Somebody said horrible, but are they just trolling?
Oh, lazy. For me, I think mine would probably have to be X-Men 1. The writing is just not great, but I really enjoyed the movie. It was just fun.
Honestly, I gotta go with Fantastic Four, even though I keep hating on
Which
that movie.
one?
And
Which one?
the first one, the very first one.
It's so much better than the 2015 remake.
Oh, 100%. But it's also just those. It's funny seeing those actors as they are now, seeing them back then of how they were, and also like I mean, Invisible Woman's just hot. So
Also, I'm
that's
totally,
just very enjoyable
I'm totally
for me.
not multitasking here and running a podcast and doing my usual things right now, so we're fine.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
But
we're
really
talking
good.
about-
I'm good.
Add to your
Fantastic
ice
Four, with someone who would go on to become probably one of the most prominent MCU figures.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
are the family of the MCU.
I
so-
mean, I have said on more than one occasion that I would love to see Chris Evans return as Johnny Storm with no explanation. I want to see a scene with him and Sam. And just
There
have
was rumor
no
that they
explanation.
were
hold
like,
up,
do
hold
that
up, hold up.
for
Let you
the
look for a minute.
multiverse.
You look at my board. I don't know who you're talking about.
It's like, you look really familiar, but I can't quite put my finger
Mama,
on
thank you for
it.
the biddies.
But yeah, I get that a lot.
It's like every time, Fantastic
Yeah, he's no longer
Four,
Captain America, so why not?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You don't know that. He might come back. You don't know.
Maybe. It's like
True,
every
true.
time that is on, like cable TV, TNT, whatever, I
Level 2
watch that
complete.
and
Jesus Christ. I love you guys.
I'm like, oh my god, he went on to become Captain America, and
There's
seeing
lagging?
him
Uh-oh.
there.
Watching him in Scott Pilgrim is just hilarious
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I always
So-
forget that he's one of those villains. Yeah.
Stress test. Shadow, top or bottom card?
Top.
2. I should be able to beat that. Yeah, with the queen.
The famous
Chow,
last word.
top or bottom,
He
please.
always says the same thing.
Top or bottom, chill. Okay, so back to this movie that is just bad. I actually, aside from the Ryan Reynolds bottom, let's go. King. Oh shit. Ace. Damn it. That's a beam.
So
Aside from the way they handled Deadpool and Origins, I really like Origins overall. Even though the CGI is not great.
Wow, Nate.
it was fun till like the last 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Also, one
No,
more
it
sub for a
wasn't
spicy. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, spicy. No, it wasn't a.
Oh.
It was a surprised wow because that's my answer too. No, that's. Was that not a good one, Nate? Was it not a good bean?
Can someone tell me why watermelon is green?
Is it the outside of it?
No, the watermelon is green here, but the bean I ate was like brown. But this is a watermelon
Because it's
flavor.
rotten?
No, it tastes good. But anyway, yeah. And then as bad as X-Men The Last Stand is, 2 words, Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about the last.
No, the
Stand.
thing
What
is
pe-
in Fantastic Four.
Nah, man, like the Last Stand. I don't know how many people
No.
actually remember this. It had a post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
It did, and I did not know that was a thing until Nate told me, because I would have just skipped right on by that.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing. Like, I didn't think they started doing that.
I don't think
until,
I've ever seen that then.
Basically, the dude in the hospital wakes up, and it's Xavier saying the girl's name, and she's like, Charles, and cuts to black.
Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere.
No, they brought it back in Days of Future Past, but whatever. No, the Wolverine. All the
Ooh, that's
videos.
another movie. Yeah, Wolverine.
Yeah, no one talks about the Wolverine.
I didn't see it. That's the one where he went to Japan, right?
Yep. And
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Fought the really bad depiction of Silver Samurai.
Yeah, that. Well, the other thing about the Wolverine, which, you know, if you look in retrospect, is like, correct me if I'm wrong, Nate, it wasn't that one. It's like, I see you dying with your heart in your hand or whatever.
That's
and I was
the
like,
movie. And that's
like,
exactly
oh.
what he did in Logan.
I do remember people bringing that up.
Yeah, I see you dying with your heart in your hand, and he dies. He's holding her hand, saying that like she was his heart. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not okay. Thank you, movie. I am not okay.
Well, you said the alternate cut of that movie is way better, right? I don't know if I've seen it.
It's just an alternate.
Computers.
Brad, why do you hate me so much?
We don't hate you.
He's okay. Top or bottom, Brad. But yeah, like a lot of those movies were hit or miss. Like especially the early 2000s, they suffered from really bad writing and just people didn't really know how to write a comic book movie. Top, let's go. Yeah. Queen. And that's 5, right? So I have to eat a bean now? Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Eat all the beans.
No, this is a spicy bean, son.
All the beans.
Yay, spicy bean.
This is the second time I've had to do
Level
this on
2
stream, by the way.
complete.
Oh my god, opening this, it just punches you right in the throat. Just all that, the smell of heat, like, oh my god, my sinuses. Is this sriracha?
Ooh. At least it's not terrible.
Good soup.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a heat. Oh, shit.
You found it.
Someone redeem
dying.
hydrate.
Oh, which one's that one again? I got high. Redeem that one. Nope, that's not hydrate. Hold on, I'll find it here somewhere. How about this one? Is that it? Nope, that was musical number. Whoops, nope, that's the wrong one.
I don't think that was sriracha.
There, feel free
I don't
to
think that was sriracha.
contribute to his challenge.
But see, now this is when he needs to do a musical number right now when he's dying.
Yes, exactly. Hey, if the reluctant hermit can do a song after doing the Pocky One Chip challenge, Nate should be able to sing something after eating a spicy bean.
Yeah, exactly.
Sing it away.
Since I don't really remember the words off the top of my head anymore. I'm doing this just because it's me. Oh, my tongue is on fire.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm about to die. Thank you for asking. Watch me just completely obliterate this. This is not going to sound well, FYI. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Whoa, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. There you go.
Yay!
Bravo. Forever associated with seeing Spider-Man swing through your head.
Yep.
I am kind of salty that song wasn't in No Way Home. Just saying.
Oh, they missed it. That could have been the perfect
Oh,
opportunity.
that would have been so
that could have
good.
worked. That could have worked.
I
Oh,
keep forgetting
well.
about that damn challenge. Let me donate all 70,000 points.
And I know the perfect scene it could have went into.
That was Cayenne, or yeah, that was not Sriracha. That was Cayenne. If it was Ghost, I would have been gone.
He'd have died.
Like
Oh,
deuces.
is it like
I'm getting me some
you
milk.
don't
If it
know
was Reaper,
what
he'd
the
have died.
spiciness is until you eat it?
Give me ghost
that's
pepper. Be gone.
I dread the day I get a ghost pepper. Because I just open the cap and I just grab one.
wild. Oh.
So one of these days I'm going to grab a ghost pepper and I'm going to go running in the kitchen. My grandpa sleeps right outside my door right here. He's going to see me running. It's like, what's wrong with you? My mouth is on fire!
It's on fire.
So, what is your favorite series of Marvel movies? Like X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Blade? Mine's Blade.
It's good.
Tie between Deadpool and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I gotta say, I like the
It's
I like
kinda-
the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
it's kind of a not fair question to ask because a lot of those are like one-offs or like one or two entries, and then you have like the X-Men franchise, and then you have like, well, there's 3 Spider-Man movies here, there's 2 here, there's 2 Ghost Riders, there's 2, like there's 3 Blades, so technically there's 2 Venom, but that's technically don't count.
That's
There's only 50-11 X-Men movies. It's fine.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is fun, and only only like 20% of them are worth watching.
true.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, as far as like consistency, I got to go with Blade because I have a lot of nostalgia for the second one, and the third one is just one of those like it's one of those movies you watch because it's so dumb, but it's so fun. And
Yeah,
sometimes
3
that's
was
all you
good.
need.
Yeah.
2,
Feel good movie.
True. True.
1 still holds up pretty well. I watched it a while back.
Bella, you want to comment on that one?
What was it?
Blade 1. He said it holds up pretty well.
I mean,
I
it was fine. I just don't like the Chosen One trope. It's
Mm.
kind of overused in a lot of books. Like, that's
In everything.
my only thing against it.
It's the chosen one etiquette is
Oh, good.
overused in everything. TV shows, movies,
It really
video
is.
games,
Hell,
everywhere.
It is now, but how overused was it in '98 or whenever that came out?
Oh, it was still overly used then. It was like the
year
biggest
did Harry
plot
Potter
thing
come
for
out?
most movies.
The book came out in 97.
Boom.
The film came out in...
99, I think, or something.
No,
like
the first
that.
film came out in
2000?
01.
Well, they
Yeah.
just did the
Oh,
20-year special, so
That's fair.
Yeah, so then that would probably like 2002 then.
But then there's also Star Wars, which came out in the 70s, and that
Yeah.
didn't originate the Chosen One trope, but it
It
certainly
didn't,
helped.
but
It
episode
didn't at
1
first,
did.
but then when they did episode 1, 2, and 3 later down the road, then that was all about the chosen one.
no, that's fair. Chosen One.
Which fun
They use
fact
it
about Star Wars? Next podcast might be a Star Wars one.
Ooh.
but it's not May.
I've got like
That's true.
3 months until then, and I've got 4 topics.
That's fair.
So yeah, has everyone answered this one?
I
Have
haven't
you
yet.
answered?
The Bella said Deadpool. I said Blade.
The Spider-Man movies for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll probably be that for me as well. Just out of that whole thing, those movies are really good.
1 and 2 solid. 3 we don't talk about 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But I
it's-
mean, at least they,
Three was-
they gave him an ending. They knew he wasn't gonna be their Spider-Man, so they gave him that third movie and gave him that ending. They never gave Tobey Maguire that ending until now.
Yeah, I
And even
really
then,
wish.
it's not really an ending anymore.
I really wish that Andrew Garfield would have gotten his third movie.
I would have loved to see him fight the Sinister Six.
Mhm.
So,
So good.
you know, we're talking about, like, you like Tobey Maguire, you like Andrew Garfield. What's some of your favorite casting choices in all these Marvel movies?
Specifically,
Specifically,
J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is great as Deadpool, but fucking Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson is...
yeah,
He steals every scene he's in.
Yeah,
He really
Every
does.
time.
And it's like the same one every time, and he's in, like, all the movies, and I think he's the voice actors in the video games too, so he's everywhere.
He wasn't in the PS4 games.
No,
Oh,
really?
he wasn't?
I'm pretty sure I looked that up and it wasn't him.
That's
Well,
disappointing.
whoever did it did a very good job of him.
Yeah.
Because that's really who you have to play as. You don't play as J. Jonah Jameson. No, you play as
J.K.
him.
Simmons.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Battle said Patrick Stewart. That's good.
That leads me to say, as much as we shit on the X-Men franchise, some of those casting choices were spot on. Patrick
Some of the
Stewart,
casting in
Hugh
X-Men
Jackman,
movies
Ian
is
McKellen,
really good.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
I hate Kelsey Grammer.
I'm not sure
I
about
hate X-Men 3,
some
but
of their
I love Kelsey Grammer as
casting.
Beast.
I'm not sure about some of their casting
Oh
choices.
my God, the voice of May looks
their
just like
younger
May.
ones.
Some of these actors actually look like the characters they...
I don't know, some of the
Right.
younger ones. I love Fassbender as Magneto, man. Like that's my jam.
Fassbender did a really good
Wow.
job as Magneto. McKellen did too, but I feel like Michael Fassbender's version, you could feel more of the anger.
Like he
Yeah,
did the character
yeah.
great. I mean, but obviously as a whole, my full answer would be Hugh Jackman. That's like the perfect casting ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think Thomas Jane gets nearly enough love.
That's up there too. That was a good cast.
He was the Punisher in 2005, the movie with John Travolta. I highly recommend it
Ah.
just as an overall watch.
Didn't see it.
Which, fun fact, going
I'll
back
remember
to the
it.
topic of actors in multiple Marvel movies, the girl who played Mystique in the X-Men trilogy was in The Punisher.
Huh.
She played the female neighbor.
Okay.
I
But
remember
yeah,
that, but I believe you. But I also I know I've seen the Punisher movies, but I don't remember them at all. I don't remember what anybody looked like. I don't remember any of the battle
going back
teams.
and rewatching the Thomas Jane movie, at least.
It's good.
I
You
know
had
I've seen it
Travolta.
before. I just don't
and,
remember where.
I just remember him fighting Kevin Nash. That's
Right.
what I remember.
And I remember it not feeling like a Marvel movie at all. It just felt like a guy on a killing race.
That's Punisher.
That's the Punisher. Yeah.
Yep.
So I highly recommend it. Looks like you and Chell have a movie to watch.
Yeah. She's never seen it. I guess so.
Chell,
But
I
it's
haven't
good.
either. Also, hi.
Yes, hi. Hello, everyone in chat. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out.
Yes.
Let's see. Obviously, you have the Tobey Maguire movies. You have Willem Dafoe. You have Alfred Molina.
Ooh.
You have
Yeah, William Dafoe. And also the dude who was casted as Doc Ock. Beautiful.
yeah.
I don't know his name. but-
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. Who's the guy that played Sandman in the third one?
Thomas Hayden Church. He was in
Yeah.
George of the Jungle.
I
Yep.
see. I know him from George of the Jungle, but I don't know if anyone knew who I meant if I said Lyle. But yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
really
have known the
enjoyed
actor's
him
name
in
until like the
Sandman.
character's name immediately, but I would wait a minute. Are you talking about him? But and the woman who
Well,
played
see-
Aunt May in the Tobey Maguire movies.
Dude, she keeps like reverse aging as they go further into Spider-Man.
Right? The next remake, she's gonna be like a teenager.
Yeah.
Did we all watch the most recent Spider-Man Homecoming? You talking about No Way Home?
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
that
No Way
movie
Home.
was.
Yep.
Even though that's the topic for the Marvel podcast. 4 ahead.
Or head. No, that's
That's accurate.
there.
You're not dumb. You're not dumb. You are
I
not dumb.
like the Toby's Uncle Ben too. He was
Yeah.
a really good cast.
That being said, though,
He
Andrews,
was.
Martin Sheen, though, Just,
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved him. Loved him.
That was good too.
I
There's a
forgot
lot of
Martin Sheen
things.
was even in that.
Michael
Yeah,
Clark
what?
Duncan as Kingpin.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Michael
yeah.
Clark Duncan as Kingpin.
He was the best part of Daredevil.
Oh, you didn't like Evanescence?
That's all I remember from that movie.
I didn't even remember that was in that movie.
That's all I think of when I hear that song, Bring Me to Life, Daredevil.
Yep. No.
Oh
that's
my
good.
god, that was in that.
Yes.
That was the training montage.
Oh my yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. No, I
Yeah.
blacked that out for a reason because that's
And then John Favreau played Happy Hogan in that.
Yep. He did that too.
No, he played Foggy. He played Foggy. He
Or
plays
Foggy. Yeah.
He plays Happy
Oh
now.
yeah.
So that was great. I think the running theme here is like there was a lot of solid casting back then, but as far as writing,
Yeah, the writing,
Yeah.
but it's like you said, no one really knew how to write a comic book movie at the time.
at least a consistent one, because you know we got Spider-Man 1 and 2, they were good. We got X-Men 1 and 2, they were good. All things considered, and then 3 was just, yeah.
I think they even made that a joke in the third of the newer X-Men movies, like the third one's always the worst of the trilogy or something like that.
That's usually how it goes. Yes.
And then you have movies like Captain America, where they just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it used to be the trilogies were like everyone hated trilogies because the third one was always the worst one. You're like, okay, just skip it, you know. And I think that was during the time that they were doing the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man because they were like, no, we don't want him to be Spider-Man. We got this Tom Holland kid now, and he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have him in these movies. So, and I was like, I wonder if they ever filmed anything for his third movie.
They did. They didn't even have a script for it.
Yeah,
well,
Because Amazing Spider-Man 2 was such a flop. Like, they were like, yeah, we're done.
Well, you know,
I enjoyed it.
oh gosh, Electro in those was the hardest sell for me in the Amazing Spider-Man. I was like, he's a student, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and plus his design
He's
and
a student
everything
at any
is
age.
just weird.
Yeah,
But- Wow, I really did this one. What are some of your some of the worst films, casting choices of previously established films? Did we already technically talk about that?
yeah, we didn't
I mean,
talk about worse.
talk about the
Yeah, we
first
didn't
the
talk
first
about
remake
worst.
for
Talk about our
Fantastic
favorite.
Four. The first remake
That one
of
just as a
Fantastic
whole.
Four.
That movie just as a whole.
The casting was horrible.
Didn't see
The story choice of the plot line they went with was horrible. The
Fun
way they
fact.
implemented it was horrible. Like,
2015 Fantastic Four was the first Marvel movie I didn't watch.
yeah,
like,
no,
ever.
I watched it.
I've seen
I watched
literally
it.
everything else but that one.
I haven't seen it.
Don't.
I was curious about it, and then the more it came out, and then it finally came out, they're like, yeah, it wasn't that good. So I was like, all right, I just won't watch it.
Yeah, you don't
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 have
hate yourself that much. Don't hate yourself that much.
It's hard to think of a couple of casting choices I didn't like, just as an overview.
Topher Grace.
Mhm.
Eddie Brock, Venom, and Spider-Man 3.
I can't think of any of them that I honestly hate. Like, I enjoyed Topher Grace as Venom all 15 minutes that he was in that movie.
The Hulk movie as a whole. Like, Eric Bana
Didn't see
just did not look like, no, go away. Go away, leave me alone,
no.
we don't care.
Like I already said earlier, the Punisher one.
Ray
was the one
Stevenson
that
as
really
Punisher, yeah, that one was...
was the-
Oscar Isaacs as Apocalypse.
Oh, you know what I thought every time I saw that movie? I was like,
Ivan Ooze.
no, it wasn't that. I was like,
yeah, that's what I thought.
well, that too. I was
Gassing
like,
grass,
that's
gassing
all,
grass. Yeah, the rat a piece of ass.
no, but I was like, that's all Poe Dameron under there.
And now he's Moon Knight.
Oh man,
I think Topher
No.
was more writers than him. I mean, that whole movie was writers than the actors. But
Yeah, that.
And then just James Franco in the third. I keep shitting on Spider-Man 3, but it was just so atrociously bad.
Honestly, of all of the casting in all of the pre-MCU Marvel movies, James Franco is probably the only one that I could think of off the top of my head that I didn't really think fit. Like, as Harry, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if it was just he seemed stiff in it.
He was stiff in that.
He was.
Just something just wasn't.
So is
he
that
didn't
from
feel
like
comfortable.
the get-go or as the series went on? Because he kind of
It
I would
was
say-
from the get-go. He did okay when he came out as Green Goblin. You know, that was
Well,
his
technically New
better
Goblin,
part
I
of the
think,
movie.
but-
Yeah, but that was the better part of his parts in all those movies. But still, no.
I want to go
No,
back.
I
I want to go
agree.
back to favorite casting real quick because there's one I keep forgetting, and that's Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. too.
Yeah.
Loved her.
yeah.
No, that's good
And
there.
as much as we hate on, Jamie Foxx, like, and it's nothing against Jamie Foxx, it's the writing of the character and just how they portrayed him. Like, because
Yeah,
Jamie
as
Foxx
Electro.
nailed it in No Way Home.
Well, yeah, that was the exception. Like, hey, we redeemed
He's a
this. We know
talented
what
actor.
we're
Yeah,
doing.
he's a fantastic actor, but just like him and that role in that particular writing like scenario, it just didn't work for me. But I loved Rice Ifans. If I said that, I hate saying names wrong like that, but he's the guy who played
Lizard.
Lizard.
Yeah.
Luna Lovegood's dad in Harry Potter. I can't
Was
talk.
that
I'm
the
sorry.
same
I get
person?
excited.
It's
Well,
okay.
we've been talking about it all night too. One that, for me personally, it's going to take some time to get used to is not having Wesley Snipes as Blade because I love that casting. Obviously, they can't do that now, but he fit that role perfectly.
Yeah.
That is going to be something to adjust to. I feel like the person that they have now will probably do a very good job because I've heard nothing but good things about his acting in general.
I'm just worried about age-wise because he's already up there in age. He's already like in his mid-50s, I think.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what they do with it because it's Marvel Studios and I trust all their casting.
But
choices.
even then, like even if he's up in age, there's a lot of old actors out there that can still do their stunts.
Look at Willem Dafoe. He did all of his stunts in No Way Home.
Yeah, and that dude looks like he aged like 20 years from the premiere of the movie. Like,
Yay, de-aging.
No, it was good there. And then with, and I don't know if this was a topic we were going to talk about later, just talking about recast, all that. The hardest
That's
thing
the next
ever
topic.
Oh, is it the next
That's
topic?
the next
Well,
topic. So hold that thought for just a second. Age is permitted. What are some casting choices previously established that you'd love to see implemented in the MCU, or characters that you'd like to see come back and reprise their roles? Now you can go.
All right, I'll kick this one off then. Obviously, as I was getting ready to lead into,
Good job.
it's going to be Hugh Jackman. That is going to be recasting that is going to be the hardest thing ever, in my opinion, because he fit that perfectly.
I see so many fan drawings of different actors in that role, and I'm like, I can see that, but how do they act? And you're right,
but
it's going to be borderline impossible to replace you.
so your comment is like the same exact thing. I know this is not Marvel. It's owned by Disney though, so we're on topic, But Star Wars, Mark Hamill.
Sebastian Stan.
There's a whole new actor playing him now. And it's interesting to see a recasting like that, to have someone literally play your look and everything, but play a younger version of you so they can have you more in the movies and the shows and stuff, and it's crazy.
They should have
They
just
could do that with Sebastian Stan as Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker because they look a lot alike.
honestly, Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker, spoiler alert,
And they're doing that
and
already.
later episodes of new show, he looks more like Dylan Sprouse in the face.
Yeah, he kind of does. Yeah.
And
Which
I'm
one was
kinda not a
which
fan
one?
of
Is that the one that, was
Well,
that the one in Riverdale or?
Yeah, he's one from Riverdale.
Okay.
Well, how they're even
And
doing
Zack and
all
Cody,
this
Sweet
stuff
Life of Zack and Cody.
is is insane how they're doing this. Like when he showed up at Mandalorian, that's obviously a year or so removed now. It's shocking how good they've gotten with the CG. Or,
Well,
was it CGI or
When the
No,
Mandalorian
it
first
was-
came out, people were
It
bashing
wasn't.
how bad
That's
it
an
looked.
actor. Yeah, because that's an actor
but they
playing
replaced his
a
face
young. Yeah,
with,
it's a
Mark
younger
Hamill. This
actor
one, it's an
playing
entirely
him.
different actor.
They did
Oh,
the same
really?
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, Mark
They did
Hamill.
the
With the,
same thing with Princess Leia in Rogue One. They had like a
Oh my
different
god.
person playing her, and they just like superimpose
Same thing with
a Carrie
Tarkin.
Fisher face.
I don't know, we're gonna get way too off topic if we keep talking about Star
Yeah.
Wars.
We'll save those for the future podcast.
There was a Fantastic Four movie in 1994.
We don't. That movie never got released.
Oh yeah,
Well,
they
if
only
you're
made
gonna
that
do-
something
It never got
right.
released.
Because I was looking for an actor's name from the Fantastic Four movie that I really thought
Ian
did a good
Gruffudd,
job, and then
Michael
and this one
Chiklis,
just
Jessica
popped up,
Alba.
and I was like, "What?"
Who played
Uh,
the Silver Surfer?
It was Doug Jones did the body work for him,
Oh yeah,
and Lawrence Fishburne voiced him.
I would like to see either one of those, honestly, because I think they did a very good job, like as the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Doctor Doom was also very well cast,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that was good.
and Reed Richards is the one that I'm thinking. Lone Grufford.
I think it's Eon Gruffudd.
Oh, is it Eon? I can't read that.
I think it's Eon Gruffudd.
Yeah, that dude though, he was a great
I enjoyed him as
Mr. Fantastic. He was great for that. If they actually do it, he would have been good. Too bad he's probably too old now.
I don't think
No,
he's
the
that
ones that are
old,
too
is he?
old, I think, are
Timelines and
I don't know,
wibbly
his
wobbly,
his
timey-wimey.
most
It'll be
recent
fine.
face shot makes him look like he's 80, so I don't know.
No. Their
Patrick
their
Stewart for
thing.
me.
Did you like them?
Ian
Their
McKellen.
thing?
I want Kelsey Grammer. Like,
Okay.
I can't get over just how amazing he was as Beast in The Last Stand.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
the entire movie as a whole,
Beast was
aside,
good,
him
yeah.
as Beast was just fantastic. And I enjoyed Taylor Kitsch as a Gambit.
Okay.
I am so glad that the Channing Tatum Gambit movie was scrapped.
No,
No,
it was-
because Channing, if I remember correctly, was as passionate about the Gambit movie as Ryan was Deadpool. Like, he really wanted it, and he wanted it done right.
I don't know. I would have loved to have been proven wrong. I would have loved to have been proven wrong about that. But
We'll never
I
know what
just
could
couldn't
have
see
been.
it. I just couldn't see it.
Actually, another person that I just thought about, I would really love to see Elliot Page return.
As Keith,
Doesn't have to be as Kitty. Like, I would just love to see him come back to the Marvel
I'm
Universe.
sure he will at some point.
I'm hoping so. Because I really enjoyed him in X-Men as well. All, again, 5 minutes that he was in the movie.
No. Played a kind of a key role.
Exactly.
But can we all agree that Vinnie Jones needs to stay away as Juggernaut?
Oh my god, yeah.
Trix,
Was he
yes.
the one from the same movie?
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
casting that from that X-Men era that I really was okay with was Anna Paquin as Rogue.
She was perfect for that age, like for her age back then. Oh my god, she was fantastic.
Yeah.
Too bad
yeah.
too bad the writing wasn't great.
Dude,
They
I
didn't do much
I
with her.
remember when I figured I was like, for those of you that watch any of the other shows, like found out that was her in True Blood. I was like, oh, that was Rogue.
Oh yeah, that was Rogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never watched True Blood, so.
Saw like a couple of episodes.
I like the clip of the dude
Raphael
at the
was
diner.
Well, they brought her back for that extra cut of Days of Future Past, right?
She came back as Rogue, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Days of Future
What's
Past.
that, What the hell is that other Marvel movie that's kind of technically outside the MU? It has to do with the X-Men, but it's in that insane asylum, and it came out like 3
New
years
Mutants.
after they made it. New Mutants. Okay,
Oh,
that's the one I
Never
was trying
watched
to
it.
think of.
Never watched it.
The
It's not
movie-
bad. It's not bad.
They
It's
definitely took a new way with it. Like, they made it more of a horror movie instead of just like a
Yeah.
traditional
Yeah. Which I wasn't a
action-y
fan of.
superhero.
Evan Peters
It-
as Quicksilver,
it was
probably one of my
fun.
favorite casting choices.
I like Devin Peters.
We don't
New
talk about one of
Mutants
his rolling around
was
the movie.
stuck in. Didn't it get like stuck in
was
development
fine.
forever, and
Yeah.
then it just went straight to
Yeah.
Hulu or something?
No,
No,
it
it went
released
to
in theaters.
theaters. It
Did it go to
released in
theaters?
theaters.
Yeah, I
It
saw it
was
in
made,
drive-in.
yeah, because it was made right before COVID happened, and then because of COVID, they couldn't get their final product out, so it
Not
took
only
them like
that,
an extra year or
the
something,
initial,
and then they
like-
got it out.
The test screening for it was so bad they had to basically go back and redo half the film.
Say they did do reshoots
Really?
on that, I think.
Yeah, they did reshoots, and it's really weird because you can actually see where they did the reshoots. Because it was so long between the movies that there's actual difference between the characters, and you can see when they look different.
I'll have
That
to
was
go back
something
and
I
watch it
did
because I
not
didn't notice.
enjoy.
I need to
Wow.
watch it just because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, look
Which-
for the
which I
differences.
retract-
Watch
I
it for the
retract
actors.
One of my former statements. I haven't seen Fantastic Four 2015 and that. Everything else I've seen.
Yeah, you don't need to see the 2015 one, but I
Yeah.
would recommend watching New Mutants. It's weird, but it's not horrible.
Didn't it have what's her face in it for
Maisie
Game of
Williams?
Thrones?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Macy
Yep.
Williams. Yep.
Wolfbane.
Yeah, it was her
Yeah.
debut as that hero.
And it's got what's her face from the Queen's Gambit, the chess show.
Yeah.
Was your name
As-
Sonya?
Uh,
She was the stuffed animal girl, right?
that was Maisie Williams.
No.
Oh, no,
I know
no,
what
no,
he's
no.
talking about. She had a stuffed animal or something like that.
Right? Wasn't she the one that like could look into another dimension and have like a unicorn? Right, or something? I don't remember, but I remember something
think it was-
ridiculous happening at the end.
I think
And it
was
was
a
that
dragon.
girl with the crazy powers.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I
And
haven't
this was
seen it.
in the movie?
This
Yeah.
was in the movie. Yeah, no, the movie at the end was ridiculous. The middle was
it-
weird, and then the middle was like very horror-esque, and then the end was like they put in one epic fight, and it was ridiculously
It was
epic.
a
Like
lot.
they didn't need to do that much for the fight, but they did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
New
So
Mutants.
was there like a New
Yeah,
Mutants?
New
So was there
Mutants.
like a did they leave it off to like where hey, well, this is the plan we wanted to go moving forward? Because wasn't it like kind of pre-Disney merger?
It happened
It was,
right
it
around
was,
the time.
yeah. It was made before the Disney merger, and when Disney I think it was Disney that did a preview and screening of it, and they didn't like it, so they redid it, and that's
So-
why it took so long.
And now everything's gonna get remade anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. They're remaking everything except I mean, spoiler alert for if you watch the Netflix ones, one of those is coming back, and he's supposed to be in the Venom movie as well.
I need it. But yeah. So what is something that you miss about the Marvel movies before like the cinematic universe? I like how all the movies were like their own thing.
Yep.
Movies were their
Yeah.
own thing. They never really clashed
Like,
with anything
like
else.
there was no.
But the other thing
They
too
didn't-
is you could have darker storylines before the
Mhm.
MCU.
It
like,
was less family friendly. I liked how they, like you said, they didn't all interconnect with everything. Like
which even though the
overall-
MCU, they are kind of their own stories, but at the same time, most of them will throw in like Wong shows up at the end of Shang-Chi, and so does Captain Marvel and Hulk, like Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Like that didn't necessarily need to happen.
No, but what it showed was that Doctor Strange is not in charge of the place. That's what that end credit scene was also showing. Like, yes, it was bringing the Ten Rings into the MCU, but it was also showing that hey, why was Wang
Wong.
the one summoning them and not Doctor Strange?
No, it's just
we
like
knew Stephen Strange wasn't the one really in charge,
Yeah.
just because he's
Well,
Sorcerer Supreme.
he was at first, but then because he was gone for 5 years, Wang got put in charge.
His name's Wong.
Wang, whatever.
But
It's all the same.
But yeah, that just furthers my point. Like the movies, like there was no sense of having to connect all these movies for one overarching story. They were their
Yeah,
own
and
thing.
Yeah, and
And
now
well, I
they're,
guess the-
said they
and
could
now
go
they're working
darker,
a little
they could go
too
more
hard
violent, they could
to
go.
to link everything right now too. You could
Yeah,
So
I
Well, I guess the
I think they
exception
did
to
a
that would have been
fantastic job.
X-Men, right? I guess because that had an overarching narrative for the most part.
Yes, but that was also the
Yeah.
X-Men films. Like there was no sense
Yeah,
of Ghost Rider
they
showing
were
up or Spider-Man.
overarching with each other. They didn't overarcher with anything else. They only merged with each other.
Yeah, it was all kind of the same universe, just different movies with the same 3 or 4 characters, and then just everyone else.
Yep.
So I think that's one thing I do kind of miss about those. As much as I love the MCU, you don't have to like feature like elements of future films or that are way ahead.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to like just let them be standalone.
Yeah, the cameos, the Easter eggs, they're fun, but
I'm
Well,
okay with
you know,
I'm okay with Easter eggs, but the cameos, it's like, why?
well, you know, for like that whole era there, they were pretty limited in what they could do because all of the rights were split up between so many different
Exactly.
studios.
Exactly.
So
That's
that was
is true. That is true
Yeah.
because at the time Fox owned X-Men, but someone else owned the other aspects of Marvel, and they could never combine.
I think Fox owned a majority of them, and then Universal had Hulk.
Yep, they still
Fox-
have Hulk, don't
Fox
they?
Sony
Or-
had
They
Fox
own the
Spider-Man.
solo rights to
It
Hulk.
It was Fox and Sony because Sony's always owned Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and they still technically do. I think they're the only ones that like
Sony
that
is
Disney
Sony
doesn't
is
actually
sharing the
own.
rights with
Yeah,
Marvel.
exactly. Yeah, but they're sharing it with Disney. Yeah.
because they knew Disney would buy them if they didn't.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't put it past
Sony
them.
would be God.
I wouldn't.
That
put it
would
past
never
Marvel
get
to just buy Sony.
approved. That would never get approved.
No, Disney
many?
buying it out. Yeah. Them actually selling, they would probably try their
Ghost
hardest.
Rider was
not.
Sony.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And what else?
And why did they not combine Ghost Rider and Spider-Man? I don't know.
They probably didn't think about it back then.
You
Probably
know, the
not.
rumors for Doctor Strange are hinting at something.
Oh,
So.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, I cannot wait.
Because if
If
that
it is
happens, I'll be like, oh,
that will change everything if that happens.
it will be good.
I miss not having end and mid credit scenes.
You missed not having
Like-
mid-credit scenes.
Yeah, I miss not having end and mid credit scenes. It's a lot of times.
Daredevil was
A lot of
Fox.
times I won't even understand the reference.
True.
Like, had you not said that the dude in the corner at the end of that one movie was who that was, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
But you know, they only do it to pretty much tie their movies together. That's the only reason
Yeah.
they're doing. But now, literally every Marvel movie with its own individual hero still has some other hero in it, so it's all tied together anyway. So they don't have the necessary urge to do those many end credit and after credit scenes anymore. Is because they've already established all the connections, so everyone's all connected. So they're just like, all right, we don't need to do anything anymore.
If you don't connect
Don't
future
connect
movies, the
the future
universe falls
movies.
apart and goes away. I mean,
Exactly. Exactly.
But
You're
also-
not wrong.
okay, what's one thing you don't miss about it? This isn't on the list, but I'll add it. What's one thing you don't miss about the older movies? I'd say the writing.
Yeah, no, the writing and the
Lack of
the
continuity.
how they try and
Looking
the
at
way
you,
they
X-Men.
try to do the Marvel comedy. You know, because the newer and the MCU's got a great Marvel comedic purpose, you know, which also makes it very enjoyable on top of their serious moments and their action. But the old ones, they were just all serious all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fair.
There was like a joke here and there, but most of the time it was all serious, and I think that's why I didn't always really enjoy them that much.
they tried to out Dark Knight the Dark Knight, and it's. I understand that this is very off topic. I understand that Batman is supposed to be stoic, but at the same time, like,
I don't know.
He doesn't
Batman's
need
comics
to-
are the most dark and most evil things ever happened to that guy.
depends on which ones, though. Like, there are rare occasions where even Bruce Wayne or Batman will crack a joke. Sometimes that's when you should be the most afraid, but
Yeah,
he's
that's
still. But I
those
don't.
are my favorite parts. Is when he, like, cracks
But the
the
thing
one-liner.
but you went into those movies knowing you weren't going for a comedic look. You know, you
Yeah,
weren't going
that's
for
true.
something funny. You know, because DC, that's just the way DC is. You know,
Which is
the
funny
comedy
because
parts are
DC
like
comics
small.
are like overall
Oh
funner
yeah, no, the
than Marvel.
comics are.
Marvel are the
Oh,
dark ones.
Really?
Yep,
Like
that's the
Superman
thing.
isn't supposed to be gritty. Superman is supposed to be a Kansas grain
Exactly.
fed,
Lighthearted, all
Most of the
that
grain-fed,
fun
DC
stuff.
goofy little
comics are
himbo
a
boy.
lot lighter in tone than what the DC films portray. Marvel is the
Yeah.
one that has all the dark tones and everything,
Yep, very very true.
which baffles me. I'm like, DC, can we do this?
For the comics, I'd say it's flipped now. The older stuff was darker, but now Marvel stuff now is lighter in the comics.
That's
Yeah.
because the comics are trying to match the MCU now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah,
okay,
they're
cool.
trying to make it all similar, which is like that's cool. You don't need to, but okay.
But
Sure.
yeah. So all these talks about all those old classic movies. Did you play any of the video games?
Absolutely.
I've platinumed every single one.
I've literally only played Deadpool.
Okay, wait. Okay, then I lied. I only played the first 5 minutes of Deadpool. That's the only one I haven't really played. But everyone else I platinumed.
Let's see. One of the few instances where the video game is better than the movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine, the uncaged version.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I did not know that was a game either.
Yeah, I
Y'all
didn't know
didn't?
that was.
Oh my god, it's so bloody. Like okay, so there was two versions. There was one on PS2 and Xbox, and there was
How did
one
I
on
know it was
360 and
PS2?
PS3. The one on Xbox and PS2 were like rated T for teen. Like they were like kind of less gory. But the ones on 360 and PS3 were called the Uncaged Edition. They were rated M for mature for all the violence, all the blood. I'm gonna plug someone here. Bargain Bin Gaming recently played through X-Men Origins Wolverine, and that was fun. But
No,
I just
that's
want to
good
talk
there.
about Marvel games in general because Mutant Academy, X-Men Mutant Academy on PlayStation was like it was like the fighting game that, and it was so good.
I vaguely remember that.
Don't remember it at all.
On the X-Men ones, as far as the Marvel games, one of my favorites was the X-Men 2 game for the movie. It was really good.
I think I played a little bit of that one, but I didn't play a whole lot of it.
Yeah. Look up who voiced Wolverine in that.
Was it
Nate.
Steve
You'll be like,
Bloom?
what the? No, it was Mark Hamill.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mark Hamill was in the MC universe, the older
The video game.
universe. Yeah.
It was a weird thing, but no, it was good. It had some fun. My favorite part about that game was, like, you could beat it, and they had, like, random Easter egg things, but they were, like, straight up outtakes they put in there just to make stuff funny, and one of them just
You know
paused.
what was also a really good one? Was the Ultimate Alliance series.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They were good too.
Did you ever play
Even the new one
2
that came
and
out on the Switch.
the mission where you unlock Deadpool? If you play
Yeah.
back through the game and you take Deadpool with you, there's some extra dialogue where he goes, am I the only one who notices that there's two of me here? And Stan Lee voices and plays the mayor, and he says,
Aw.
there's medication for people like you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's great.
So Brad over here with the hydrate. Where's my water? Give me my water.
Water.
Think.
Water. Ding, fries are done.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
But
Now I want some fries.
as far as games based off of the movies, Spider-Man games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like one
Yeah.
and
No, definitely.
I've never heard anything bad about the Spider-Man movies. I've heard more bad things about the Avengers game than I have the Spider-Man games.
I will
My
say I don't
favorite-
know if those games hold up nowadays, but back
do,
then,
you do.
oh my Jesus.
They were fun. Let's find out, Nate.
Nowadays, the older Spider-Mans do not, honestly.
No.
Especially if you played the PS4 game.
Yeah. The ones on the Game Boy still hold up, though.
Never played them on a Game Boy.
You mean the ones where you couldn't hit water or you would die?
Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
hate that mechanic.
Those
I
are
hate
fun.
that mechanic so much.
Don't
No,
you hate
my
it too,
favorite.
Battle? In Assassin's Creed 1?
Oh, Lord. No, that was good too. My favorite part about this, and I know this is hilarious, is if the opening tutorial, if you just goofed around in it for too long, Bruce Campbell would just come over the thing and like just call you an idiot, basically.
I got called an idiot by Bruce Campbell. This is fun. But what about the Spider-Man games on PS1?
Ooh, it's a good too.
I think, I think those were also on PC, so I think I did play those.
Battle, are you okay?
I
He's
upset
angry.
the man.
He's
Stop
angry.
triggering
He's
the
still
chat,
playing
Nate.
that mission.
First Chernobog, now freaking Assassin's Creed.
And Dying Light for me. You need to go back and rewatch like the last hour of my Dying Light finale because
I
that
will go do that.
Watch
was
that.
a nightmare for me. I was on the verge of like I want
Is
to
it like,
quit
was it a
this.
boss fight or something?
It was getting to the boss fight.
Oh,
Oh,
man. Of
No,
course.
the boss fight was QE. Like
What?
It was easy.
QTE. I think that's what it's called. Like
Yeah.
it was just like hit this button at this time, hit this button at this time.
Oh, I hate that in games.
Like you didn't actually get to do anything yourself. It was kind of lame.
So really, the final boss of Dying Light is our raid boss that we can never beat.
Yeah, that did.
I'll have to go back and watch that. I remember talking to Nate
Oh,
after
yeah,
that,
we did
and he was
change
like,
it.
big mad.
Like doing me a heck
Big
in anger.
mad.
But I'll tell you a game that was really good that I think a lot of people don't really remember is the Blade 2 game.
Yes, Blade 2.
What?
Well, just going around just slaying vampires is like a kind of like that era hack and slash before God of War.
The only thing I hated about that game is the animation. He would always just hold the gun up like this, and everywhere you go.
Who's gonna do what? You think a cop's gonna stop him?
Hey, even for an Activision game, that game was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember the Ghost Rider game.
there was a
I-
Ghost Rider game?
I don't remember that.
I'm learning about new games that I'm adding to my list that I must at least attempt to play once because I've never played them before, and try it at least.
Was it at least good, Nate? Because I don't remember this game.
There's a reason y'all don't remember it.
So
It
that
doesn't
bad.
actually exist, and you're just lying to us.
No, it exists. It was on PS2.
I'm gonna look this up
It was
right now.
PS2.
I'm doing that right.
Everything
I-
was PS2.
Oh no, more money to be spent, says Chell. Not
I
if he
said
doesn't know later.
95. No, 2007. Okay. That was a hack and slash. Was it really that bad?
I don't remember. That's the thing.
Good comments.
I remember that the game was out.
Hey, you can beat the game in 4 hours.
There you go.
That's the first thing I've seen. Ghost Rider full gameplay, and the video is 4 hours long. And I was like, well, if that's the full game, you can beat it in 4 hours.
Unless that's a speed run, in which
I mean,
It could
next
be.
time you need a one-off.
Hey, Google says 95% of people like this game. Google wouldn't lie.
Yeah, Google never lies. Oh, Metacritic gave it a 54%.
Oh.
we don't
One
listen
of
to.
them's lying.
IGN gave it a 4 out of 10.
Oh, we don't listen to IGN though.
It was on PSP too? Oh,
It was on
missed
PSP.
that.
Wow.
eBay gives it a 4.4.
Now, wasn't there
No,
a
that had
Hulk
nothing-
game that came out alongside that movie
There
too?
was a Hulk game. Yes, I do remember that. I never played it, but I do remember seeing that. Yeah,
I'll
Hulk
tell you
Ultimate
one that I
Destruction.
remember it very well, and I have it
Yep.
on PS2 over here, and I might play it on the channel sometime. The Punisher
Yep,
game.
Ultimate Destruction. It was.
Punisher game?
It was.
Yeah,
It was
good.
also on GameCube. Oh, I need this for GameCube.
The Punisher game.
No, it was good too.
Oh, cool! I can buy it for
My
150
favorite things
bucks
were
online.
the interrogations.
Oh yeah.
Did you get to punch
34.99.
people?
Huh?
Because you got to punch people?
I got to throw people in like wood chippers.
Oh, that
That's
sounds
not
like
how
fun.
you interrogate. That's how you kill.
You shove their face in there, and then
That's
they-
how
they-
you murder.
They tell you what you want, and then you shove them in there.
Carl, I kill
Carl,
people.
it kills people.
One of my favorites is to throw them in like in a pool of piranha. Let the piranha eat their
Piranha.
face.
But if the piranhas and the wood chipper destroys their face, how are they going to answer the questions for the interrogation?
I do it after they answer.
Well, that just seems mean.
It's the Punisher.
Well, I guess you do have to punish them for.
I will say the Russian fight was a
Answering.
pain in the ass.
He's putting the pun in Punisher.
Yeah, I was trying to. My brain wasn't working.
Put them
It's
feet
okay.
first. But it was so weird because there's this line that the Russian guy, who was supposed to be Kevin Nash's character, as my good friend, the thing says, it is clobbering time. Like, as your friend, the thing. What?
Who's your friend?
Clobbering time. Wasn't that the thing?
That's what I said. Like, the Russian
Oh.
guy says, as my friend, the thing says, it's clobbering time.
Okay, I missed the first part of that quote then.
And I was like, you're friends with the thing?
Sure, why not?
Hey, Ben, do you know your friend's a psychotic killer?
Oh, I guess so.
And I think
mean,
there's a mission you go to Stark Tower.
Really?
I think.
I would believe that.
So I was looking through the list of stuff here for Marvel games, and one that I don't remember was a Daredevil Game Boy Advance game.
You see, I wouldn't remember that because I didn't have a GBA, so
I definitely never knew that existed.
I remember there being an X-Men, like a Wolverine's Revenge,
That was on here.
but I don't remember much about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Web of Shadows. It was pretty good. It was a
Yeah,
great game.
I didn't play a lot of the Spider-Man games.
That was one of the good ones because there was a good one and a bad one that came out around that time. There was Web of Shadows and Shattered Dimension. I did not like Shattered Dimension.
Shattered Dimensions introduced me to Spider-Man 2099, and I am forever grateful for that. Now, I know they're MCU, but I'm going to bring up two right now that is like, one is fantastic and one is bad, and they came out around the same time. The good one is Captain America Super Soldier.
Don't remember that one that much, honestly.
It was really good. It got swept under the rug. A lot of
I
people.
kinda do. I remember hearing
And it
that.
was
I don't
Chris
know if I
Evans.
ever.
Oh wow.
And it was really fun. And the bad one, which kills me to say it, was Thor: God of Thunder.
I remember that, but I don't. There's a reason I probably don't remember much about
That's a
it.
direct insult to you.
It is a direct insult to me, but I was like, this is not that fun. And the worst part is, it had Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston voicing Thor and Logan, but
That's
it was
just
not
rude.
good.
Maybe I remember a review of that game.
It
I watched.
got panned. Like, people hated that game. But a lot of people didn't, like, there wasn't much hype around Captain America, but I thought it was a really fun game.
I imagine that's because, like you said a while ago, the Captain America movies just got better as they progressed. A lot of people didn't like the first Captain America because he was too much of a goody-goody.
I liked the first one. It was, and I know we're
I
getting
do
off topic
too.
there. It was good.
I liked it.
I really enjoyed the first Captain America movie. I enjoy all of them, but I remember having a conversation with one of my friends where she says, "Yeah, I before like Winter Soldier came out, I don't like Steve Rogers. He's just like too much of a goody two shoes." It's like that's
Why
I mean,
the point
it
of his
had a-
character.
Chris Evans is the reason I like Captain America now.
Yeah, and That's fair. That's fair. He
Makes
took
sense.
that role and made it his own, man. Like
Which
he
that's
is.
a conversation for a whole other time.
Yeah, that's true.
Which that one will
Let's
be
get
next
off
month.
topic
Plug
more.
plug.
Like, yeah, it's
I
hard
can
not
plug.
to dive
I'm allowed to
into
plug
Marvel.
my own podcast on my podcast.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, you are. You 100% are. We're not saying
So
no.
one thing that
Battle
we started
is the
doing on
Boy Scout.
these, because that's the end of the list. That's the end of the notes. Is there any other points about the Marvel movies outside the MCU that y'all might want to talk about that we didn't touch on?
We forgot about the Holy Grail.
What's that?
No, that's
Howard the
Monty
Duck.
Python.
The one that I didn't even know existed until a couple days ago when Shell pointed it out on a shelf, and I was like, "They made this a movie."
It's
I've
who
never
made the
seen it.
movie. It's who made the movie.
Who made it? Don't say Disney.
No.
Not well, give or take, 30 years.
Now let's see say it.
Oh, it was Lucasfilm.
Aw.
George Lucas made it.
No, he
Damn it,
helped
George.
make it, so yeah, he's like, yeah.
I'm
That
patiently
means
waiting
that
for
it might
Harry
actually
Potter
be
and Doctor Who.
good.
They're coming. They're coming.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can have a whole podcast on 9. Just 9 by himself.
Speaking of, I need to figure out a
Doctor
podcast.
Who. Let me know. I know too much. I have too many tattoos that are related to Doctor Who, and I just know too much.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's good. Do you like older or new better?
That's why I don't have a tattoo.
Depends
of.
on how much older you're talking about.
Are we talking?
Like, are we talking like the first, the before 9, or
Yeah, like
or like
classic
between
Who.
like 9 and 11? I'm a big fan of the Fourth Doctor. I liked a lot of his stuff.
Tom Baker. Everyone loves Tom Baker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Baker and David Tennant
I
seem to be
also
like
have
fan
a-
favorites.
Also have a signed autograph
What?
picture with him. So
Of who? Tom Baker?
Of the
Yo.
Nice.
yeah,
That's
I met him
awesome.
at a random small convention when I was living in Florida.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so- Yeah, I'm more curious what battles talk. Are you talking
Oh,
about?
Oh, he's
Howard
talking
the
about
Duck?
Howard the Duck. He's talking about Howard
Because
the
I don't
Duck.
remember that at all.
Yeah, there was a
Wait, what?
there
Howard the
was a
Duck
se-
had furry porn?
There was a sex scene in Howard
What?
the Duck. The
Man.
girl
Oh
instigated it.
God.
I'll have to not watch this movie again because I don't remember any of that.
Yeah,
That's
neither do I.
surprising for a Lucasfilm, but like, I ain't gonna judge.
I don't judge. I just think it's
No
funny.
judgment.
It's as if it was a summons.
Poor Shrek. He's like, I came out
That's
of a
right.
weird part. What movie we talking about? Howard the Duck. And a female
Duck was naked too.
Oh, I totally did.
Oh no, Shrek
Wouldn't-
said no.
Wait,
Oh yeah, no.
wouldn't a female duck? Wouldn't
The
a female duck
was
without
naked.
clothes still just have feathers? Like you're not.
Don't question
Am I
it.
just gonna
You know
watch this
damn well
shit show?
people make stuff look. Yeah. You've seen art. You know how to.
I'll do art.
I do art, me not do good.
So, one thing that was established in the second episode that I like to keep in every single podcast moving forward is a rant
Oh no.
about the topic at hand.
That was episode 1.
No, it was episode 2.
No, it was episode.
Episode
It was
1
year-
was the year review. We started this with Heroes' thing about Chernobog in episode 2.
It's episode 2.
This is episode 4.
Wow.
It was the look back at 2021 Disney animated, which I need to plan live action, but we'll get to that later. Pokemon, and now this.
Yeah.
So I know someone has a rant they would like to go on.
I have a feeling you're talking about me.
I have a feeling I'm talking about you
Yeah. Okay.
because you were.
Um,
Because I just want to preface this. Bella was doing homework all last week. She
This man's
watched.
just calling me the hell out.
She was watching X-Men 1, 2, and 3. she watched Spider-Man, and I think what all did you watch exactly?
I watched the first two Blade movies. I need to go back and finish that. I've watched the
Bro.
first Spider-Man movie, and I did not go back after the power went out to finish that trilogy. But I watched the first
Dakota.
X-Men trilogy and Origins Wolverine,
Yeah.
which is probably the one you're talking about.
So this entire time she's been watching these. Wait, stream buffered? Yeah. The entire time she was watching these, she's sending me
Aw,
messages
that's really
about
good.
every single thought she's having. And
I rant
during
when I watch movies
and
and
during
TV shows.
Origins, I'm just gonna let her take over.
There
Is
is literally nothing I can say about what they did to Wade Wilson in Origins that hasn't already been said
But
by
you,
literally every other Deadpool fan out there. Like, there's nothing I can add to it. There's nothing I can. It was just 20 minutes of me.
going
swearing.
off, and she
I can't
continued
even-
this while I was on stream.
I
I was streaming
I
that
cried.
night, and she comes in because she was just messaging me on Facebook, and then I start streaming. She just goes into chat and just goes to town, just cussing out the movie and the writers and everything. And
Most-
You had to have your
Striker?
moment heard right then and there.
it was
Mostly
the
Mostly
greatest
it was
thing ever.
just me swearing at Stryker. I think at
Yeah.
one point I wished that he.
I believe Lady Sushi got in on it
Okay.
too.
At one point, I wished that he had been fucked by a cactus or something. I really can't remember what.
God, that movie really affected you.
Like, I
It
really
affected a
can't
lot of
remember.
people.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
X-Men Origins is not an overly bad film until Stryker
Not.
says we needed your genes for the pool, the Deadpool. That's when the movie went to shit.
I had to pause. I had to pause at that line
Well,
and just
imagine-
reflect my
It-
decisions
and
that
it
led
took
me to this
everything
point
I
in my
had to
life.
not warn her ahead of time. But at the same time, I was like, she's gonna have some fun reactions to this. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I mean,
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming because I had seen the movie once before, and I enjoyed the film before I actually knew who Deadpool was and
Yeah,
what
no.
he really was like.
Yeah, I
And
plan
I
to
realized
rewatch.
this
Oh
isn't
God.
this isn't right at all.
Dakota, I
And
need
that
you
was
to
the
pick
first
two
time
cards,
I had
top or bottom.
rewatched it. Since then,
bottom.
yeah, Shell was a part of that. Shell had to listen to me rant.
5. 8. Yeah.
No one told me.
Oh, that was the
One more, Dakota.
top.
You say top?
Top.
4. 7. Yeah. No beans for me.
You win.
Ew,
You win today, Nate.
you can fix that.
Jokes on
You can
y'all.
fix
I'm
that
about-
easy.
Jokes on y'all.
Everybody
fix
do
that.
more.
Jokes on y'all. I'm about to do a beanie anyway.
I
just
got a
because.
couple more. I got a couple more dollars in my PayPal.
No,
Jokes on y'all. I'm about to do one anyway.
Like X-Men Origins Wolverine, I didn't hate that movie. It's like it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, the
CGI is
motorcycles.
atrocious.
So
and-
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I don't remember anything that you guys have talked about, and I'm literally staring at the trilogy right there, so I have it. I just need to rewatch it.
It was good, or it was okay. I mean, it's a guilty
It was
pleasure.
it was a fun little backstory for Logan. Like, I don't know how accurate it is to the comics, but it was interesting to see him
Oh, that's
as a
Earthworm.
child.
Oh, that's what
And ew.
One of my favorite parts of that movie is actually the opening that goes through like his life. That was really good.
Him as a kid.
I do remember that. Yeah,
The
yeah, I do
just
remember that.
montage of him fighting in literally every war from the 1800s forward.
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
and that's
and,
that. I do remember that because that's what got me intrigued to stay in the living room with my dad when he was watching it. I remember that. Yep.
And then
that.
I like Taylor Kish. I've said it a lot this stream, but I like Taylor Kish as Gambit.
He was
I
a
like,
very good Gambit.
I like the Sabretooth in that movie.
So much better than
Didn't
Taylor
they,
Maine.
don't they have
I
a new
did
Gambit in the
prefer-
newer ones or something?
The what?
Isn't there another actor that plays Gambit in the newer ones or something?
No.
they bring
Gambit
Gambit
was
back?
only ever in one movie.
Oh, okay.
No,
It
that's
was just a rumor that he was supposed to come into one of
It
those
was supposed to be
movies,
Channing Tatum.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
It was supposed to be for that, and then was it Stryker at the end of that movie? It was like, "You'll walk forever" or whatever, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?"
You'll walk until your feet fall off, and he just.
He just keep going.
Also, like Stryker had like 4 actors, and each of them looked
Yeah.
significantly different.
Yeah.
The one in
Yeah.
X2 was probably my
He is my
Favorite
favorite.
one?
Brian Cox, fantastic. Danny Houston, meh. And the guy from the prequel movies, whatever.
no, because that wasn't
the prequel
like-
movies.
the whole thing for Origins. There's like it's trying to tie up his amnesia because of
Mhm.
the,
Yeah,
like,
no, that's exactly
That's the
what
whole
the
point.
purpose
Yeah.
of those movies were. Yeah, I do remember that.
That was the entire
Oh.
point.
I was like, why
That
can't
and
you
I-
remember?
Though I'll appreciate Taylor Keeshan, Live Schreiber.
Yeah,
I,
no, he's a
I
good
liked Will I Am's
saber
character. I liked Will I Am's character.
He was good too.
I did too.
And
Like,
honestly,
they're-
Fred, what's his face, did a good job as Blob.
Oh, yep, that was good. I forgot about that.
Who was I remember because Iceman was in that one, right?
No,
He was in those?
No, Iceman was
In
in the
the-
original trilogy. I
and
think he
Days
was
of
in the
Future
third
Past.
one. Second,
no he was,
Oh, okay,
he was
that's
in all
what it
3 of
was.
them.
they had what's her name with the diamond skin in Origins?
Emma Stone.
That's right.
Yeah, her.
Was it Emma?
Emma, it was Emma.
Was it in that one?
I think her name is Emma Stone.
No,
Sounds
Emma
right.
Stone's
I
the
remember-
actress.
Yeah, no, because I remember
No, like
what's her tits from
Emma
Hunger
Stone-
Games is
She's
Blue chick.
Mystique.
Mystique. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
Mystique.
Emma Stone in the X-Men movies? I'm talking about Origins.
Yeah,
I don't remember Emma Stone at all in those movies.
she wasn't.
What
Emma-
character
it
was it
Emma
in
Stone.
Origins?
No, it had
The-
Emma
she
Frost.
has
That's her name.
diamonds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Emma Frost.
Okay.
That's the character's name.
Yeah.
I knew it was
okay.
Emma something,
Yeah. Oh, that makes so much more
and
sense.
she
Yeah,
was
no, I remember
recast
her,
in
yeah.
First Class.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's all she was in.
Might have been.
X-Men
I just
Continuity.
remember I just remember the motorcycle scene in that movie was cool.
When the walk away from the explosion.
Yes.
Didn't he do that twice in one of those movies? I think I vaguely
think
remember
it was
complaining.
Origins. It was Origins because you said this motherfucker walked away twice from an explosion.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, I remember that was a grievance of mine. It's like within 5 minutes of each other. Like,
Well,
really,
they
guys?
Really, it
He's
wasn't even
dedicated
like
to the bit.
at the
You gotta-
beginning
you have
and
to
the
stick
end.
with it.
They threw in the cheesy jokes too, where
Oh
he's
my
like
God.
his age, and he was like, "You're a bit heavy, aren't you?" Because the whole
Yeah.
bike goes
Yeah.
down.
I think my favorite one was, come on, Bub, for all time's sake. Did you just call me Blob? No. Man, I told you not to make fun of his weight. Why'd you have to go and call him Blob like that? I didn't call him Blob. I said Bub.
Yep. No, I remember that too.
I did not remember him saying "bub" in any of those movies.
He said him a couple of times.
Yeah, that's his thing
Yeah.
though, man. Like,
I'll let you know when I rewatch it if that's true.
he's
but-
gonna go rewatch it. No,
Can
No, I
confirm he
think
did
I'm
say
gonna
"bub."
rewatch them tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to now.
Yes. Shell
No,
wants to admire stickers. My friend Shiloh actually drew this one.
stickers.
Stickers. Oh gosh, I immediately forgot.
Bennigan.
Quad.
This is a merch sticker for S Pokey Network. Bees, my LGBs, because they're all gay. Pride flag. This one just says, "I hate it here," and I got it for.
Yeah, hate
And
it
this
here.
one is another one from Shiloh. Just says, "Life is short, and so am I." Because I am.
Good.
Notice she doesn't have any of my stickers on there.
Ah,
That's because
no.
all of your stickers are on your little thermos that I
Water
have. Yeah.
No,
And
but
I
like,
am also wearing Strix's shirt tonight
there
since
you
we're
go.
showing off merch.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to come up with more, but anyway.
Go for
That-
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Are you
I'm
shorter
just
than me?
representing
I'm 5'5".
X-Men.
I am shorter than you. I'm like 5'1". And tiny.
No, but isn't it funny how like
Shell's a
with,
shorty.
with Origins, like Ryan Reynolds was able to take that and then turn it into what it is now.
Right.
Like, it's you would have never.
And it
but
technically
as-
started
but
with
as
Blade
we've-
Trinity.
But as we stated
If I'm
before,
not
I don't think it was Ryan
mistaken-
Reynolds acting. It was just him being himself, as we've stated before.
Honestly. If
That-
I'm not mistaken, like the only real reason why the whole Deadpool movies got greenlit was because someone accidentally leaked that footage, though, didn't they?
It was a
something
bit
like
of that, and just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, like pushing the subject.
Yeah.
But honestly, who's complaining?
Because Ryan
Nope.
Reynolds been
Like
wanting
I
to
said,
play his actual
Deadpool.
Deadpool version for years. So when they finally did that, he was like, "I want this. We're making it happen," and then they finally did.
Yeah, and it was
And then he stole-
Speaking of the Deadpool stuff, there in casting, Josh Brolin as Cable.
Yeah.
I think he did a really good job as Cable.
he did.
And the guy that plays Colossus.
I prefer
okay,
not to
okay.
hit women, so if you please. Wait, I need you to come with me to mansion.
He's actually
Did you
Russian.
eat breakfast today? This is good for your bones. Deadpool might try to break yours.
Oh my god. I love that. I just loved how that was their time of trying to put in the X-Men, and put them into the MCU, because they want to put Deadpool in, and that's the way to
and
do
there was
it.
that cameo.
And it makes
in
sense, but
Deadpool
I
2.
love how they were like, man, every time I come visit here, there's just the two of you here. Where's everyone else? Did they not have the budget to do everyone? I just love
And they
that.
just close the door in the second film where it just has everyone from
Yeah.
the new X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. I was like,
Or he has the
can't
the
offer to
the-
help anything. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what else did he have in that movie? Was it one or two where he had the Hugh Jackman magazine picture
was
on
one.
it? And he was-
That was one.
That was the
That was
one.
tail
That
end
was
of
like,
one.
I think that was towards the beginning of one.
No, it was
No,
at the
that
end.
was the tail end of one. There was a part where he had a magazine clip with Ryan Reynolds on it, and then at the very end there was him with the Hugh Jackman stapled to his forehead.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the was it? Oh gosh, see, I can't remember. Was it one or two where they made fun of Origins?
That was two. That was.
That was-
it
that
two?
was-
a
That
ton
was
of-
one and two. That was
One,
both of them.
they made fun of the fact that they only put two X-Men in it, but then in two they were actually making fun of the X-Men as a whole.
No,
and
I
then
think
in the post credit, in the mid credit, yeah, is it post or mid? Anyway,
It's
Ron-
mid because the post credits was him just saying, "Why are you still here? Leave."
No, that was in the first one.
no,
in
the,
the second
second
one-
film.
Oh, the second one I don't.
Deadpool
remember.
stole
Where he goes back in
Cable's
time.
time travel. thing,
Oh yeah. No, that's how he got his teleporter too.
and he did something, and
He
then he
went-
went, and
he
then he went
made
to
a
Origins with
Yeah.
the mouthless Wade Wilson, and it was just stock footage of that scene with Hugh Jackman, and he just shoots the Deadpool from that movie
The Deadpool,
in the
yep.
face, and just
Oh, what?
unloads his
I
clip
don't
into it.
I
Hey,
don't
just wanted
remember
to
this.
say, huge fan. Someone's gonna call you. Say yes. And he blows him a kiss
There-
and leaves. And
No,
the
I
scene
remember
There's
that.
ends
also
the scene
that
ends
one
with Ryan
that one
Reynolds.
first one.
When Ryan Reynolds is sitting at a desk, he's reading a script, and it's for Green Lantern.
Yep, that too.
This is the greatest thing
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
I can't wait to get this going. And he shoots Ryan Reynolds in the back of the head.
I
You're
don't
welcome,
remember
Canada,
any-
and walks away.
Yeah, these
Oh
are
my
those
I
are
need
all the
to-
after credit montages, right?
It's either mid or after.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah,
to
it's after the
rewatch
movie.
the
And then the,
end
uh,
of Deadpool now.
The one that isn't Twitch appropriate after that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Okay, I need to rewatch the ending of Deadpool 2 then, or those credits, because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
There is the small part in the first one where he also, there's the
I know he
mention of
mentions
the origin
he
character.
mentioned
'Cause he
he
has
makes fun
that
of Green Lantern
Yeah.
little
in the first
action figure. He makes fun of Green Lantern as well, but he has that small little action figure. It's right after he finds out that he has cancer, and he's just it's at the end of one of the flashbacks, and he says, "Well, maybe not the worst decision ever," or something like
Yes,
that.
that
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I
he,
forgot about that.
he rips on both movies and Green Lantern and Origins in both of the movies.
I forgot about that. He rips on a lot of things.
Yeah, no, that's why I love it.
Cool.
But yeah. I've always been a fan of Marvel. Like these movies, like half of them were bad, but some of them were bad in a fun way.
Yeah. There's always good fun, guilty
Yeah.
pleasures, bad fun. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Marvel Studios has everything, and
Yeah.
everything
And
that
that's
was
fine.
talked about tonight is somehow getting incorporated in the MCU in the future. Which,
That's
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yep.
Especially with what they did with the latest Spider-Man, I believe that.
that being said, that sounds like it might be a good time to wrap it.
Woo!
If you so choose. So, guys, thank y'all so freaking much for coming and hanging out.
Absolutely.
Was
F4,
fun.
F4, F4. Nope.
Four.
I can't wait for the Fantastic Four movie with John Watts doing it.
I don't know. I'm gonna be hesitant seeing the new one.
It's Marvel Studios. I'm all on board.
I'm still
just
hesitant
seems
until I see
like-
a trailer.
It just seems like everything will be like out of order now, because for
But
Infinity War and
Yeah,
Civil
but you
War.
say that, but their plan is that pretty much like anything that happened before, Thor or Iron Man 1, everything that happened before all those Marvel comic based movies, they're just all getting redone. As you see what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
they're remaking everything. Because you got
Yeah.
more Mobius, that's coming out and stuff like that. Like they're just remaking everything. So pretty much all these old ones that we were talking about today, they don't exist in Marvel's eyes. Unless they're going to keep doing more multiverse ideas, then who the hell knows what's going to happen?
There are
No, I
rumors
just
that
meant
Doctor
from,
Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is supposed to beat Endgame's record for most Marvel characters in a movie.
Yes, yeah, they already said
I'm
it
curious
beats
about
that.
how that's going to work.
Yeah, because that definitely means that we're going to see different versions of the same character, I think.
I don't want it, but I know we're getting Tom Cruise as a variant of Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's the big rumor there. No, I just meant like
Is
as
that
the
really a rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
one of the
not
rumors.
read that or hear that anywhere. Oh my god. I
Nope.
don't know. I
Tom
don't know
Cruise
how I feel
was
about
supposed
that.
to play Tony Stark originally.
Oh, really?
I'm
That
not
would've been
looking forward to
interesting.
that one, but I will say that this is Jared Leto's last chance as an actor for me. Like,
What's he supposed to play?
He's Morbius.
Oh, I haven't seen anything for that.
like I'm still salty from Suicide Squad.
A lot of people are.
Gee, I wonder why.
At least they redeemed themselves in the second one, because I gotta say the second one was definitely better than the
Oh, it was
first.
so good. It was so good. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves.
Thanks
Hell
for
yeah,
having
this
us.
was awesome. Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. Any closing thoughts? Anything you might want to talk about? Anything you might want to plug? Like your first ever stream on Saturday?
That would be me he's referencing.
Like I was like, who? What? I was like, I've streamed before. That's not me.
No, that would be me. Come out Saturday, check it out. Nate's gonna be helping me get everything finalized for the
Yeah.
overlays, all that.
Doing
I like to do more retro stuff, but I'll do some more modern stuff as well. And what we'll be kicking off with, if y'all want to come watch me make a fool of myself, will be Star Wars: Shadow of the Empire.
so yeah.
Oh my god,
Be
that
sure to
was.
give him a follow and check him out.
What was that? When did that one first come out on?
N64 in like
Okay, I was-
'97.
Okay, yeah, no, that is literally the one Shell pointed out to me the other day, and I never heard about it. So I will definitely be there because I want to see that game because I possibly want to get it for my N64. So
Do it.
No, it's a classic. I haven't touched it in like easily 15 plus years, so it's gonna be a time.
What time did you say you were planning on going live?
He hasn't figured that out yet.
Don't know yet. I don't want to overstep on anybody else's schedule, so.
Oh please, dude, you
Oh,
do your
you're
own
good.
thing.
Yeah.
my schedule is I stream
Whichever-
on Sundays. That's it for me. So you're good there.
Yeah, your schedule is your schedule. You do what works best for you.
I
Yeah.
stream during like 6 other people's streams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stream over Nate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, that'll be the fun kickoff, and then I know it's not good to do a series of games, but I want to do RE4 too as a fun playthrough.
Oh yeah, do what you like.
Do it. Yeah,
you're-
as long as you have
you do
fun, who
your
the hell
thing.
cares?
As long as you're having fun, we'll have fun.
Yeah.
Like we tell Nate all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't.
Shadow, what are you
It'll be
working on,
fun.
buddy?
I maybe Dying Light 2 this weekend on Sunday. If not, I'm honestly not sure because I might just save myself for the following weekend when everything I love comes out. So
I can tell you right now, I'll be all about Horizon Forbidden West next week.
yeah, no, I know you will be, but I'm debating between if I want to play Dynasty Warrior 9 first or if I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn first.
Yeah, that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't thought of it yet. It's too much thinking.
But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out.
Brains
And,
are hot.
and for everyone, Bella, is there anything you're working on, by the way?
Barista, honey. I don't. This is the most I ever appear on streams.
Yeah, on my podcasts. You're welcome.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, for everyone else who's watching, y'all stick around. I will be doing some. Okay, it's supposed to be PS2 night. It's supposed to be PS2 night. It's supposed to be Budokai 2 finale. But a certain trailer dropped today, and it's got me in a mood. I will be doing a park build on Jurassic World Evolution 2 while I discuss my thoughts on the Jurassic World Dominion trailer.
Hell yeah.
Stick around for Nate Rage.
No, because I'm not
No.
doing Chaos Theory. I'm doing Sandbox mode, which means it's all my rules.
There you go.
I'm not doing that Chaos Theory. So with that being said, y'all have a fantastic night, guys. And everyone in chat, stick around. I'm going to build me a park. But first, I got to go pee. So I'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
No.